to be a rower or sculler.
Oh, right.
In a video, you did that.
Right.
They wouldn't have to get somebody and train somebody or fake it.
Right.
They should just look down because they have it now in databases and say, "This
right under your special skills. Who has the special skills?"
And let's start with that group, you know, and see. And they're just not even doing that.
Right.
Not even doing that.
Maybe that's your next venture, casting director. No. He'd be good. He knows how to read people, and
I don't know. I found when I was down there doing that most of those people that, and you've got to have this. I mean, you say your background, but there's background, then there's like
principal acting,
but I was somewhere down there with the cattle, you know, and we were just like, you know. I think they used us for organs or something if they needed something for the other actors.
Right.
But there were so many people that wanted this to be their break. And they just seemed to almost ruin the experience with their amateur, like, tourist-like mindset that they were going to make their break on this Creed movie by being the person in the 80th row with a big hat or something like that. And it's like, that's not how it happens. Isn't that frustrating to have people that come in that are like, tourist in this industry where you live, you know?
Yeah, that's not for me to comment. I know what you mean, but I really can't, comment on that. Let's just say you get all different types, and it's good. It's great for people watching. So if you're on one of those types of sets,
it is.
I mean, it's a sport, and you can. And look, I've met amazing people and just great characters. And a lot of folks are just right out of central casting, and they're your coworkers here. But yeah, there's people that, like, he could be a plumber during the day and he's doing background occasionally. And, hey, how cool is that?
I just encountered at my level so many millennials again that were going to make it there, and they were going to. It's like, should I wear this? This is skimpier than this. No one cares. You're going to be 80 rows back. This movie is not about you. You know, and that's what I think a lot of people don't get. I think the people that are at the level you're at, that are the professionals that do it as a job, realize this isn't about me.
It's a collaboration. You're part of a process.
Yeah,
you know, and everyone's here to make, and background is an important. And again, I'm not marginalizing or minimizing it. It's an important part of any production. But it's everyone doing their job, and then collectively you have a good product at the end.
You can't have a big picture without a background.
Right, of course. So it's I look at some of those folks that I work with every now and then if I'm doing background, and I'm blown away by how good they are. I'm like, man, they're really good at this. Making it very believable, very, very real.
Where do you see yourself going in it? Where do you want to go in it?
If I could just keep on, I'm open to any level of success or any opportunity. I mean, you're always, of course, looking for that next gig, but I would like something steady. That's something that would be ideal. But you know what? I really don't know how to answer that question, Mark. As I said earlier, I know I'm going in the right direction, and that's all I know. The rest is kind of a mystery. Because you just never know. I mean, behind door number 1, door number 2, that's what these auditions are like.
But you would never see you couldn't go back into an office, could you?
I was told I was too feral.
You're feral, yeah.
A friend of ours said that. They said, you can't go back. I thought, well, maybe go back into a sales job or something. I was feeling a little down on myself. Work is slow. What am I going to do? And he says, you can't go back. No, Jimmy, you're too feral. I said, what? What did you call? You're too feral, too wild. You've been out too long. You won't acclimate back to a normal corporate setting.
All those harassment
especially with PC. Political correctness. I don't do PC here.
No. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, bad. I probably wouldn't last long. 6 months and then.
Anything else you want to say about your profession?
Well, I would say for that question you asked in the beginning, like what would I tell someone that was interested in this? I would say go for it. And rather than me talking about it for 20 more minutes, and we can't, but go online. There's how to get started being an actor. It's headshots and all that fun stuff. But really, it's if you really want to do it, you never know what could happen. There are people that have found success real quickly in this business. And so I wouldn't even want to taint what they're saying, because I want them to think that, hey, the world is your oyster, and you never know in this business who is looking for who, and you could be perfect for a particular role.
Or look up Peter Coe online. He's local.
Right.
He's fair.
Right. Or have the right voice for a project.
Yeah.
You just don't know. They don't know what they're looking for until they see it or they hear it. That's the voice. That's the guy. That's the gal. You never know. So,
I've heard more people than I've seen that I think were good for a role, and I've heard people said, "You really have a very distinctive voice, and you know that could be used." And you should contact somebody, and you should sell that. And
right.
I don't think people think about it.
Right. And I guess that's like, if you keep hearing the same thing in life, I think that's a higher power telling it, giving you a little direction, a little pointer. Hey, if someone keeps saying you have a great voice, or you have a certain look or a certain way, and did you ever think about being a voiceover artist or pursuing acting or whatever? Take it as a sign, providence or divine intervention or whatever you want to call it, that explore those things. I think that's maybe God telling us, hey, maybe this is something you haven't thought of, but I'm going to send 17 people to keep giving you compliments. Maybe you should listen to them.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
But thanks, Mark. This was a surprise.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. This was fun.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Russ.
Have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.
All righty.
All right.